Here with Diogo and Joe. Diogo, the 10 wins in the Premier League in a row. I mean, it's important to put that marker down today, wasn't it, before everyone gets started?
Yeah, beginning of a new cycle today was really important. People coming from all over the world, playing early kickoff is not easy. We did our job, and hopefully it's a start of the end period of the season.
Joe, it was a tough game in every respect, wasn't it? A little bit nervy until the penalty punctured the tension there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of the Premier League. We know every game's not going to be easy, and they put up a tough fight, and we know Roy Hodgson, and they're going to be an organised side and well drilled, and yeah, it was definitely a tough game right to the end.
That first goal, Diogo, that's a big moment, a glancing header. A smashing cross as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be honest, I told him before the game he was going to get an assist. We kind of, against Nottingham, I had a few crosses from him that I didn't know really what to expect. Today I was confident and I told him, and fortunately for us it happened.
Yeah, and that's what you need. I've always said that it's not necessarily the first 11 you consider your best players that are going to win you the leagues. They win you games on a day here and there, but you need the depth. You need players to come in, and when they come in, to be a solid, strong 7 out of 10. No frills. Come in, be a solid player. Just take part in what the group is about, which is churning out results. And today, Gomez with a great assist, and Jota, who just always impacts the game in any single little way with a goal or a little bit of skill or a bit of movement. He finds a way of impacting the game, and that's what you need when your players are coming.
Yeah, but I think this is what the quality is. I mean, it's you know that when you play Liverpool, we said it before the match also between us that they were going to have chances during the game because Liverpool plays a very offensive type of football, but sometimes they give chances away. The point is taking those chances, and they didn't. And in the end, you know, the few times the Liverpool today, I think Liverpool didn't play his best game, but they still created those few opportunities, and they scored. That's what you have to be. What you need to take into account when you do that. I would be very disappointed if I was in Roy Hodgson because they played a good game. They were tight. They didn't concede much to such a team like Liverpool. But again, as I said, that's the quality in front of the goal has to be better.
Roy, there's a lot to admire in that performance, wasn't there? But I suppose you'd prefer the points.
Yeah, of course. But I agree with you. I think there was a lot to admire in the performance. I'm a little bit saddened by that VAR penalty decision at the end because there was no appeal for any Liverpool player for a penalty. Jurgen and I had no idea what they were checking or what they were doing, so I don't really think that's what VAR is about. VAR's done some good things this season, but it's not about giving a team a second goal in the 88th minute and to some extent destroying a feeling we might have had that 1-0 up here is a great result, and we might even have created a chance or so in that last 10 minutes. So that's the only sad note for me, but I'm very pleased with the players' performance. And
yes, Jurgen, another important win, another step forward. What did you make of the performance? I mean, it felt like the kind of game that you predicted.
Exactly like that. Of course, we as the boys, everybody wants analysis of the game. I will not deliver that. I'm not interested today because we had to get through this. We had to. All the teams have the same situation, obviously, but when you are when you have to dominate a game, it's slightly more difficult. But a big compliment to Watford and especially Roy, who obviously probably when we bring him back when he's 80, he will set up a team and organize a team in a really good way. So they defended the spaces really well. And we could have done definitely better, but it's not too interesting today. We needed maturity. We needed desire. The counter press was the best I saw for a long time play today. But with the ball, we could have been slightly more creative, offering more runs in behind, stuff like this. But we scored the 2 goals and controlled the game in other parts. Needed Ali once. That's it.
Yeah, we've been looking at it as a title race for quite a few weeks now, but that long international gap was always playing on my mind, thinking how can we really get into it without getting that out of the way. But now it's out the way, now we've got a clean run at it. Both teams got 9 games to go. That's what you call a title run in now.
If you're in the City dressing room at the moment and today Liverpool win, where does that psychological Pep Guardiola was playing it down yesterday? You suddenly take to the pitch at Burnley, you're not top.
And yeah, I think it's always going to play a little bit of a factor in them going into the game against Burnley, but I think they know as well for themselves that if they continue to win their games, they will win the title whether Liverpool's leading it or not, just because of the point difference, just because of that 1 point difference. So I think they know that for a start, but they also know they're coming up against a formidable opponent in Liverpool, which they've seen them just go on a run of 9 unbeaten games possibly, and that's hard to compete with, and Liverpool's matched them, so now they have to basically match Liverpool in that.
So psychologically, if you're a Liverpool player today, you go first, you get the job done, and then you sit back and see what City do.
I think I'd prefer that. I think I'd prefer to play first. I think I'd almost prefer to be chasing the leaders as well, especially.
Why?
Because I don't know. I just think that there is always a little bit less pressure on you if you're chasing. As Sean just said there, it's almost in City's hands. You could say it's in both of their hands because they've got to play each other. But, you know, Liverpool have got on such a run now that they've got the momentum. 2, they're still chasing. 3, they're playing first today. I think there's a couple of little areas where they're advantageous. They've also got a real clean bill of health. I mean, if you said to Jurgen Klopp, you're going to be in all 4... Well, you've won 1 and you're in the other 3 competitions, and everybody is going to be fit in April, the start of April. I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect. And you're only 1 point behind what is an unbelievable team in Manchester City. It's boiling up into a brilliant season for Liverpool, but as we know, City are good enough to spoil the party.
Yeah.